Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for clicking on today's video. If you're new here, hi, I'm Jasmine and we talk about a lot of books over here. So guys, I'm doing something new today. I have never done one of these videos, but I absolutely love watching these videos. So I was like, you know, this album is kind of eating for me right now, so why not, you know, give y'all some book recommendations on each song off the album. So if you didn't see by that title, if you didn't see by that thumbnail, today we are going to be, yeah, I had to get my words right. Today we're going to be talking about the Short and Sweet album, and I'm going to be giving you guys a book recommendation that I feel fits the vibe of the song, whether it be the beat, whether it be the lyrics, whatever made me feel like this book was perfect for the particular song we're going to talk about. So we're going to go over all 12 songs on the album. If you guys have not heard Miss Carpenter's new album, Short and Sweet, let me tell you, go listen to it and then come back to this video, because Miss Ma'am stepped into that goddamn ponytail. That is all I can say. It's giving, you know, when Ari was in her ponytail era. Y'all already know I'm an Ariana Grande stan to the day I die. That woman, literally, I will watch her every day live if I could. And so I'm just loving this era of Sabrina. Like, it's eating and I'm here for it. I've loved Sabrina since her Emails I Can't Send album came out, and Miss Ma'am is finally getting the recognition she deserves. And so yeah, like I said, the Short and Sweet album, y'all, literally no skips. I literally play that album every single day, and every day I have like a new bop that I'm like replaying over and over. And so lately it's been Lie to Girls. That's been like my song on repeat for like the past like 24 hours. But yeah, we're gonna get into this because since the album is short and sweet, we're gonna try to make this video short and sweet, you know? We're gonna make it a whole thing. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into these book recommendations. Okay, so I wish copyright wasn't a thing, because then I could like play the song for you guys. Just listen to the song in your head, you know, or play it on Spotify while you're watching this video. So like I said, there are a total of 12 songs, and so Miss Carpenter opens it up with none other than Taste. I probably should pull up some lyrics. So the thing that made me really pick this book is the chorus. So the chorus says, I heard you're back together, and if that's true, you'll just have to taste me when he's kissing you. If you want forever, and I bet you do, just know you'll taste me too. And so this song screams nothing but toxic, and so your girl had to go with Magnolia Parks. Y'all already know, anytime I get a chance to talk about Magnolia Parks, I'm gonna do it. And this album, I feel like, screams so much of Magnolia and BJ. And if y'all know, then y'all know BJ and Magnolia definitely have their history, and they have years of just doing what they do but also coming back to one another. And you know, I just think that was just perfect, because well, y'all know BJ was out there and Magnolia was still right there all along. And so I just feel like this was the perfect way to open this video, or to open the album, is Magnolia Parks. You honestly can do any book by Magnolia Parks, but we just went with the OG, the original Magnolia Parks. And y'all, literally, I still think about this book every single day. I cannot wait for my reread. Literally cannot wait. Second book, the second song is Please Please Please, and this was actually a single that released prior to the album, but you know, it was a bop. I loved it. Literally, y'all, I loved every single song, so at this point it's fine. But the lyrics, or the chorus, that made me think of this particular book, it says, please 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 don't prove I'm right, please 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 don't bring me to tears when I just did my makeup so nice. Heartbreak is one thing, my ego's another. I bet you don't I beg you, don't embarrass me, motherfucker. Please, please, please. So I chose Hook, Line, and Sinker, and this one, let me explain. So I really thought of this not technically from Hannah's point of view, but Fox's point of view. If you guys have not read this series, the Bellinger Sisters by Tessa Bailey, I highly recommend it. I actually think I have a reading vlog, me reading these actual 2 books for this series. But if you guys don't know, Fox is known as the ladies' man. He is known as someone that can't be taken serious, and Hannah comes in and it's like, girl, what are you doing? And you know, she is trusting him, and I just thought about, like, man, the trust she's putting in him, he better not embarrass her. So that is what made me choose this one. Let me know if you guys have another book you think you would have chosen. But yeah, from that point of view of like, oh, Fox being the playboy that he is and Hannah putting her trust in him, is what made me pick that song. So, you know, there we go. Okay, the next song is Good Graces, and it's not that complicated, you should stay in my good graces. Okay, that's literally I just literally told y'all the chorus of what made me pick this. But I chose My Dark Romeo by Parker S. Huntington and LJ Sheehan. If you guys have not read this book, please go read it. It is so good. I literally binged this book, but it is a arranged marriage, and the girl is literally so feisty. And that is what made me think, because this song is literally telling the guy, like, stay in my good graces and we won't have no problems. We won't have no issues at all. And that is literally her, like, stance with this guy that she is being forced to marry. She is willing to make all hell break loose if he does anything to piss her off. And so yes, I literally was like, when I heard that, I was like, immediately My Dark Romeo. I love the way the female character is just like, she is just such a badass. She is feisty. She like is gonna get her way one way or the other, and you know, it's just best to stay on her good side. So yeah, that is what made me choose that one. I told y'all we're trying to make this short and sweet. The next one is Sharpest Tool. So this one was a little hard, I will say, simply because the way the song kind of like, I feel like there's 2 like parts of the song where I was like, I had options. So the one that the pre-chorus is what made me choose this. So not the chorus or not any verses, it's the pre-chorus. So literally only thing from the pre-chorus, this is what made me choose this book. But I chose Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. Like I said, there are some parts in the song that does not relate to this book in any sort, but what made me choose it is the pre-chorus goes, we were going right, then you took a left me with a lot of shit to second guess I'll waste another year on wondering if it was casual, then I'm an idiot. I'm looking for an answer in between the lines, lying to yourself if you think you're fine, you're confused and I'm upset, but we never talk about it. And if y'all know Tate and Miles, they do this thing, friends with benefits, whatever you want to call it, no feelings attached, and it is very clear that's not what's going on, but Miles is so hell-bent on like that is what's going on. And so that, when she said we were going right but then you took a left, that is what made me choose this. And y'all, this is probably still one of my favorite books of all time. I love Ugly Love. I will be rereading that sooner rather than later. I just love those 2, and yeah, that that is what made me choose that one. Next one is Coincidence, and let me just say, if you guys are on Hulu, then you probably know this show is going viral right now. I started the first season and then stopped. Hopefully I'm going to go back and so I can watch the new season. But for the book that I chose that matched Coincidence for me was Tell Me Lies by Carla Lovering. And y'all, or Corolla, but let me tell you, y'all, this book screams toxic. This is another book that I think fits a lot of songs for the album, because y'all, if you think the show is bad, you need to read the book. Toxicity at its best, at its finest, literally lie after lie after lie after lie. And so what made me pick this one was actually verse 1. It says, the second I put my head on your chest, she knew. She's got a real sixth sense. Now her name comes up once, then it comes up twice, and without her even being here, she's back in your life. Now she's in the same damn city at the same on the same damn night. So if y'all know Lucy and what's his name, Stefan, however you want to call his name, Steven, I forgot how she pronounced his name, but Steven also had a previous relationship with a girl named Diana, and as much as Lucy and Steven, they seem like they may be getting on the right track or whatever, it's like Steven, somebody else comes into play, and it's like, I thought you were done with this person. And literally y'all, this book is just literally toxic. And so coincidence just screamed that to me, because I'm just like, it just seemed like everything that happened with Steven was just such a coincidence. And it was like, are you serious right now? So besides his lies, I mean, his lies was just him lying. But yeah, that is what made me choose that one. The next one we have is Bed Kim. Y'all, that's my song right there. I mean, literally all of these my songs, but y'all, what the y'all, let me stop, because that song, literally, I love that song. And so literally I had so many like options for this, but there has been one book that has been on my mind, and I have so many friends that have recently just read this book, and so I was like, you know what, I think this is the one. So I chose Reckless by Elsie Silver. And Mr. Theo, if you know, you know. Bed Kim, I mean, can we, you know, that the title of the song describes what the book is about, but I will tell you guys, there's really a lot of things that made me pick this book, but it's mainly the chorus. It says, but I bet we have really good Bed Kim. Y'all, I'm trying over here trying to sing it and talk at the same time. How'd you pick me up, pull me down, turn me around? Oh, it just makes sense. How you talk so sweet when you're doing bad things. That's Bed Kim. How you're looking at me, yeah, I know what that means, and I'm obsessed. Are you free next week? I bet we have really good Bed Kim. And if y'all know, Winter and Theo, they have a one-night stand, and then a few months later we find out that I don't want to spoil it. Wait, does it let me make sure, because I think I can say it, but I don't want to say it if it like makes okay, well, so yeah, there it says there's a little plus sign that's going to make this secret impossible to keep. I don't really know if that like explains it, so I'm not going to really spoil it completely for you guys, because I don't want, if you have not read it yet. But Theo and Winter, they have a connection, and after this one night stand, which was supposed to remain a secret, they end up crossing paths again, and they are, how do I put this, they are trying to work through a situation. And let's just say Theo's skills makes you just want to automatically fix the situation, however you take that. But yeah, I feel like that song literally the title explains it, and that's how I feel about Winter and Theo. I feel like they just had Bed Kim. There we go. That's I said it. Okay. The next song we have is Espresso. You guys, if you don't know, this was literally the song of the summer. If you guys did not watch her performance on the MTV Awards, y'all, Miss Ma'am ate up. I'm like, literally, that song ate. And so it's the chorus again that made me pick this one, but it says, now he's thinking about me every night, oh, Is it that sweet? I guess so. Say you can't sleep, baby, I know. That's that me espresso. Move it up, down, left, right. Switch it up like Nintendo. Say you can't sleep, I know. That's that me espresso. And so what made me choose this book was The Finisher by Runix. And if you guys, did I read this last month? Yeah, I think I talked about it in my most recent wrap-up video. But what's her name? Zephyr, I think is how you say her name. But Zephyr basically forces Alpha's hand to marry her. And throughout the entire marriage, she's trying to get him to remember who she is, in a sense, and also just like become attached to her. And Alpha is just very confused as to why he's becoming so attached and so intrigued in this woman. And so that's what made me choose espresso, because it's like, you know, he's like, what is going on? And Zephyr's like, that's that me espresso. Boom, bomb. She dropped that line real quick. Next song we have is Dumb and Poetic. There weren't any particular lyrics that stuck out to me for this book, but the title and, like I said, just the vibes. But I chose The Mistake by L. Kennedy. And so what made me choose this one, so John and Grace. So John's initial reasoning for trying to get with Grace is not the best. It's more so like trying to distract his mind from something. I think John really just like, they call him Logan, but John Logan. I just think the way that he was trying to come on to Grace, he was very smooth about it, but it was also so dumb. And so that's what made me break up Dumb and Poetic. Like I said, this one was really hard, but like I just had to kind of go with the vibes of the song and just think like, okay, who do you think would have felt like this? And I feel like Grace would have felt like that once she found out the truth about Logan, and like just about like how everything happened. I feel like she felt like he was being dumb and poetic. There we go. That's that's the logic in my head. But the next one we have is Slim Pickens. So let me pull up the lyrics. And so this one, the way I took this song, because hold on, let me pull up the lyrics. Wow, I didn't know there was an actual person. There's an American actor and his name is Slim Pickens. That's funny. I did not know that. But the way I think of this song, especially from the lyrics, I just think of it's like the girl is kind of accepting that everybody else is like, all the good people are gone and she's just gonna have to settle, whether that's settling for a guy or settling for being by herself. And so that is kind of where this book that I chose came into mind, because the main female character, she has just went through a breakup and she is at a point now where she's like, I'm just gonna be single forever. And obviously it's a romance book, so we know it doesn't stay like that. A guy comes in, there's a fake marriage. But just from that moment, just from her initial thought process, that is what made me choose this book. But I chose Black Ties and White Lies. And so Margot, like I said, just went through a breakup, and actually the guy that she broke up with, his brother, his older brother and much more successful brother, his name is Beck, and he has bought the company that she works for, and wants in return, well, not in return, but like he wants her to be do a fake engagement to help clean up his like persona with the world, because he's just kind of known to be the playboy. But that's neither here nor there. The reason I chose this, like I said, was because at the very beginning of the book, she is pretty much set on being alone now after, you know, the breakup. She's just convinced that there's just no other good men out there, and it's just Slim Pickens. So that's where that comes from. Okay, y'all, we have 3 more songs, y'all. Literally, I cannot wait to play this album once I freaking love this album. So the next song we have is Juno, and when I think of this song, y'all, I think of just such a good time. I think of just like you're vibing, and like the person you're vibing with is just like that person, and it's just a good time. Like, you know, you're literally just enjoying the moment. And so the book I chose was Only for the Weak by Natasha Bishop. Y'all, I think I talked about this one in my wrap up. I read this like back in May, but y'all, I ate this book up. Y'all, I love this book so much. And so what made me, literally the whole song kind of screamed this book to me, but I'll go over the chorus. It says, I know you want my touch for life. If you love me right, then who knows, I might let you make me Juno. You know I just might let you lock me down tonight. One of me is cute, but two though, give it to me, baby. You know you make me want to make you fall in love. And then the bridge, which y'all actually absolutely love the bridge, but it says, adore me, hold me and explore me, mark your territory, tell me I'm the only one. Adore me, hold me and explore me. I'm gonna skip this line just because we don't want this taken down, but it says, tell me I'm the only one. And guys, Rome and Janelle, they are both a part of a wedding party, and this wedding is happening in Tulum. I think it is Tulum, yes. And so they connect while they are preparing for the wedding, and their vibes are just magnificent. Rome is literally just that guy, and you know, I just feel like Janelle is like, I might let you make me Juno, you know, and their chemistry is just amazing. And everything about it, like I said, the vibes of the song I think just fits perfectly with them being in Tulum, and then just like, you know, walking on the beach, having connections like that. It just all was like, it was just a perfect circle for me. Next book we have is A Lie to Girls, and like I just told y'all, Lie to Girls has literally been my like obsession over the last 24 hours. And so I don't know if y'all gonna be surprised with this book I chose, but I think also it's not a surprise, but I had to choose my girl Daisy Hates. Y'all already know, like I said, every time I get a chance to talk about this world, I'm gonna talk about it. And like I said, this entire world, the whole Magnolia universe, I think is just perfect for this album in general. But if I had to pick a song that went with this, I had to choose Lie to Girls. If you don't know, this book actually covers 3 point of views. So you have Daisy, Christian, and Julian. And y'all, so I feel like this just kind of fits all of them, because if you don't know, Julian has a connection with Magnolia, and so I feel like there's one thing, but then you also have Christian and Daisy's like thing going on. And Daisy just reminds me of someone who's like, just tell me the truth and I'll do with that what I want to do with it. So I just feel like that was just perfect, because like even going through like the book, like when we just read the book, I feel like Daisy knows things that like Christian does, but like she's gonna like make it how she wants to make it. I mean, Magnolia does the same thing, but I don't know, Lie to Girls just for me screamed Daisy Hates. And y'all know Daisy Hates is my girl. I'm a Daisy girl. Don't get me wrong, I love Magnolia, but I love Daisy down. I love Daisy so much. And I love Christian too. I just love them too. Jessa, can we please get the next Daisy Hates book, please? Like, please, like yesterday. But last and finally not least, let me pull the lyrics up, but we have Don't Smile. And if you guys watched my last video, then you already know last week I was going heavily through my Don't Smile era. That song was literally playing on loop for me, but I ended up choosing Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. And what made me choose this one is because you have a married couple that has went through a divorce, and they are coexisting in each other's lives, but you definitely can tell that there's still love there. The main female character, Jasmine, she is watching Josiah live his, like, starting to live his life again, but it kind of hits her a lot harder than she expected. Josiah didn't want the divorce to begin with, and so they have kids together. Like I said, they are very heavily involved in each other's lives. They own a business together, and so they're kind of just forced to see each other, you know, move on in a sense throughout the book. But there's always that connection. There's always that what we had was greater and we should be able to get that back. And so I just feel like what made me pick this one was just because throughout the part of them being separated, it was like they deeply wanted, like they wanted each other to be happy, but not without the other one. And so in the song Don't Smile, it goes, I chose verse 1, but it says, my heart is heavy now, it's like 100 pounds. I'm falling faster than the way you love to shut me down. I think I need a shower. My friends are taking shots. You think it's happy hour. For me, it's not. And that just reminded me of Jasmine hanging out with her 2 friends. And I think like the persona she put on, she made it seem like she was like fine, and Josiah just kind of like had to accept that. And I think, you know, this song just kind of like screams like I'm not okay. Like I'm not okay, and I'm just having to pretend. And yeah, I don't know, does that make sense? And then just like the vibes of the song and like their relationship, it was just like, whenever I hear the song, I literally just think of this story. And it was just, first of all, I love this book so much. I cannot wait to read the second one, and the third one just got announced. So yeah, literally. But yeah, like I said, y'all, this was my first time doing one of these videos. Let me know if you guys like this. Do you want to see more of these? Should I make this like a series? If so, let me know what albums you guys would like for me to do this to, because I really enjoyed this. You know, since I've become a reader, music has definitely become like a connection to it, so they both go hand in hand for me. I am always listening to music when I read, and nothing is more perfect than when you hit a moment in a book and the song that is playing and they match up perfectly together. It is just a moment that can make a book a 5-star within itself, in my opinion. Like, the power that a song and a book lining up together has is just immaculate. It makes the vibes just 10 times more better. So yeah, I think, you know, this kind of thing is fun, to pick a book that you think matches the song. But yeah, like I said, let me know if you guys want to see more of these. Let me know what books you would have chose for particular songs, and if you've listened to the album, let me know what you thought of the album. Let's talk about it. Like I said, your girl, we're Sabrina Stans over here. So yes, I want to thank you guys for watching. I love you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.